Oh, Facebook, you're screwed. So, Facebook was caught red-handed. Doing what? Well, let's just say they were doing some not nice things, and, well, more specifically, we'll get into that later. Background. Facebook has been known to have a lot of social and political issues that are blatantly false. It reminds me of another website. And, well, to young people, it's known as boomer heaven. I mean, seriously, Jesus Christ. Your grandmother posts a troll face. You're like, boy, hello, are you okay? Are you in, when was that again? 1879 or something like that? But Facebook has a, well, little tiny secret from a former employee that contributes to the evidence of Facebook and misinformation. Now, you may or may not be aware of the Cambridge Analytica scale, but to summarize very, briefly, so users' personal data was, unknowingly to the Facebook users, collected by a company, I think it is, called Cambridge Analytica. And they created a survey that, I think like close to 1 million people took for quote-unquote academic use. Well, it just so happened to, expose millions of people's friends on Facebook, and it was then used for political reasons. Well, the situation we're going to be talking about today uh, basically paints Facebook as the bad guy, making and, well, the situation probably could have been avoided or controlled. I mean, it definitely could have been controlled. So, a whistleblower who was an ex-Facebook employee believed that fake accounts had been used to undermine elections and use political and meddle with political affairs all over the world. So the report alleged that accounts owned by the Azerbaijan and Honduras government used accounts to they used the accounts to misrepresent and sway public opinion about certain issues. And in the 3 years that the company worked, or that the whistleblower worked at the company, he quotes found many cases of foreign governments blatantly trying to use Facebook by foreign national governments to abuse our platform to mislead their own citizenry. So, what does that say? So, in the Honduras case, thousands of fake accounts were used to boost the president of Honduras's campaign, and Facebook took 9 months to even start acting. And after Facebook crackdown, they came back 2 weeks later and are allegedly still on the website, as in Facebook hasn't done anything. But the ruling class of Azerbaijan had used thousands of class to undermine and spread misinformation about political dissidents. And after 1 full year after the whistleblower reported the data, Facebook started to investigate. And the investigation is still ongoing. And then they found more and more people, or the Ukrainian government supporting candidates, and coordinated misdirection was found on the Spanish health Facebook account during the pandemic I can't talk about. and these acted on global targets, which include the United States. So the whistleblower then says she refused a bunch of money and an NDA or non-disclosure pact, which allowed her to go public with this scandal, forever tarnishing Facebook's brand. And I have to say, I would, if it was that important, yeah, it's definitely the right choice. But is it worth the money? I mean, is it? So, it's up to you really, but depending on your situation, yeah, I'd tell people. So, the reason why they avoided all this, according to Facebook, is they had bigger fish to fry. Hello, Facebook? Are you... Facebook, are you okay? Do I need to call the police? You are insane. And Facebook stood idle as, well, spam accounts took down human rights activists' pages. And Facebook has claimed that they're doing something better, but according to this whistleblower, they're actually doing the opposite. They're just standing idle until some major scandal comes in so Facebook can clean it up. And, well, I mean, I think we're going to see a lot more of this as more and more social media companies get exposed for, number one, trying to swing elections, and number two, standing by when when they know about things. But that's probably just going to go on as, well, more and more companies hire and fire more and more, employees. And, well, Facebook tries to get your global news from there. Now, I don't recommend that. I recommend getting it from Google News and Yahoo News and Fox and CNN and MSNBC. I don't recommend just going Republican or just going Democrat. I recommend going both. But I suggest you don't use Facebook at all. Seriously, don't give Zuckerberg money. Just if you have someone who uses Facebook, tell them about the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Tell them about this. Seriously, you have to. I mean, Facebook is dangerous, and they will continue and continue and continue to use your data. Wow, God. Okay, end of video, bye.